North Korea, a land shrouded in mystery and intrigue, where daily life remains one of the world's best-kept secrets. At the heart of this mysterious nation is Kim Jong-un, a leader whose opulent lifestyle is as hidden as his country's political landscape. With a fortune that dwarfs those of other world leaders, his life is a fascinating paradox of secrecy and splendor. What does a day look like for someone with such immense wealth and absolute power? Join us as we uncover the lavish and secretive world of Kim Jong-un in A Day in the Life of Kim Jong-un, the world's richest president. Unusual morning routine. Most world leaders follow a strict morning routine, but Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of North Korea, doesn't quite stick to a set schedule. His waking hours are often influenced by his activities and celebrations from the night before, making his wake-up time unpredictable. Kim Jong-un does, however, have a unique way of starting the day for the people of Pyongyang, the capital city. Each morning, the city is stirred awake by a peculiar and eerie song blaring from loudspeakers. The song, "Where Are You, Dear General?" was composed by Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il, in 2008. It's not your typical cheerful wake-up call. Instead, it's a haunting melody that fills the city with a ghostly atmosphere. As for Kim Jong-un himself, his mornings start far from this unsettling wake-up call. He usually begins his day at the luxurious Ryongseong residence, a grand palace where he lives with his wife, Ri Sol-ju, and their children. When we think about what most people do right after getting out of bed, it's usually a quick visit to the bathroom, but Kim Jong-un seems to be in a class of his own. According to North Korean claims, their leader is so dedicated and hard-working that he uses up all the energy he consumes with no waste left over. This unusual claim isn't new. They made similar statements about his father, Kim Jong-il, and even his grandfather, Kim Il-sung. It might sound a bit outlandish, but that's the belief pushed onto the North Korean people, or at least, that's what they're encouraged to believe. It's hard for anyone to take such a claim seriously, but North Koreans are so deeply indoctrinated that they view their leader as a divine figure, almost like a living god. The regime has shaped their thinking to such an extent that they believe their supreme leader is beyond ordinary human needs, like using the bathroom. But what does Kim Jong-un actually care about? Certainly not the mundane details of everyday life. His mornings start with a cup of coffee, just like many people, but with a twist. While most of us might settle for a regular brew, Kim Jong-un enjoys only the finest, most exotic coffee beans. He's particularly fond of premium Brazilian coffee, which doesn't come cheap. For the supreme leader, this luxurious morning ritual is a way to face the day's enormous responsibilities. So, while his coffee habit might be relatable, that's where the similarities with the average person's routine end. Kim Jong-un's morning coffee is just one of the many high-end luxuries he enjoys, both for himself and to flaunt his wealth to those around him. This coffee, which can cost as much as $500 per pound, is a rare and coveted item. In 2016 alone, North Korea reportedly imported nearly $1 million worth of Brazilian coffee for their leader. It's not just the cost that makes this coffee notable. Its scarcity in North Korea underscores Kim Jong-un's opulent lifestyle and his tight grip on power. This lavish taste is just a glimpse into his extravagant world, and we can only guess how he shares such luxuries with his elite circle. After getting his caffeine fix, Kim Jong-un sits down to a sumptuous breakfast. Yet it's striking that nearly half of North Korea's population struggles with hunger. According to a UN report, around 12 million North Koreans face severe food shortages. In stark contrast, Kim Jong-un enjoys a breakfast feast that many would envy. His table is laden with an array of gourmet dishes, showcasing his passion for fine dining. His impressive appetite and expanding waistline speak volumes about his daily indulgence. Rather than starting his day with a simple breakfast, Kim Jong-un enjoys a meal worthy of royalty. His morning spread includes top-notch bacon, sausages, and prime steaks. We're talking about luxurious cuts like Italian Parma ham and Wagyu beef. You would be amazed by the staggering amounts he spends to get the finest ingredients from around the world. Take Kobe beef, for example. This is a must-have for Kim. He insists on having his steak cooked medium rare to rare, and it must always be on hand. Kobe beef is one of the priciest meats around, with prices ranging from $200 to $500 per pound. With such a hefty price tag, it's no wonder this luxury is a regular feature in his diet. His love for Kobe beef comes from his father, Kim Jong-il. Their former sushi chef, Kenji Fujimoto, revealed that father and son used to share this indulgence. But Fujimoto's insights don't end there. He also mentioned that sushi is a staple in Kim Jong-un's diet. While sushi is often seen as a healthy option, Kim prefers the richer variety, sushi made with toro, the fatty part of the tuna. No surprise that his weight is around 300 pounds. His fondness for Swiss Emmental cheese also contributes to his size. He developed a taste for it while studying in Switzerland, and his craving for this cheese has only grown. His obsession became so intense that he developed gout in 2014, but that didn't stop him from indulging. In the same year, North Korean officials even traveled to a French dairy school to learn how to make more of this gourmet cheese for their leader. They were turned away, but knowing Kim, he likely found a way to get it anyway. No matter how costly, rare, or even banned, Kim always manages to obtain what he desires. His tastes extend to lobster and caviar as well, both banned by the UN from entering North Korea. Despite these restrictions, Kim imports the finest Caspian Sea caviar and high-quality lobster to satisfy his seafood cravings. Even though he and his father once attempted to set up a freshwater lobster farm at home, it failed, so he continues to import the best. Luxury cars and expensive watches. Kim Jong-un travels in style, gliding through his duties in an impressive fleet of luxury cars. His collection boasts high-end brands such as Rolls-Royce, Mercedes-Benz, Range Rover, and Audi. Among these, you'll find elite models like the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard, Rolls-Royce Phantom, Maybach, and various Lamborghini models. Each car is meticulously customized with personalized exteriors, interiors, and state-of-the-art sound systems tailored to Kim's unique tastes. But his passion for vehicles doesn't stop at luxury. His garage also houses an array of military machines, including tanks and armored personnel carriers. Rumor has it that Kim Jong-un's love for high-end cars started early. Reports suggest he began driving at just 7 years old, guided by his father. Today, it's estimated he owns over 100 luxury automobiles, with Mercedes-Benz being his top choice. This extravagant collection showcases Kim Jong-un's obsession with opulence and power on the road. His most cherished ride is a customized Mercedes-Benz Maybach S600, worth an astonishing $1.7 million. This vehicle is not just a symbol of luxury, but also a fortress on wheels, offering full armor protection against grenades and bullets. Another standout in his collection is the Rolls-Royce Phantom, valued at around $320,000. These cars not only display his immense wealth, but also ensure unrivaled comfort and security for him and his entourage. Kim's fleet, equipped with advanced security features, allows him to travel across the country with ease. Spotting him in his custom-made cars around Pyongyang is quite common. As his collection grows, it's clear that Kim Jong-un's extravagant lifestyle ensures he turns heads wherever he goes. As he moves about with undeniable flair, Kim Jong-un also keeps a sharp eye on the time, and he does so with impressive style. He's frequently seen sporting an array of opulent watches, ranging in price from $3,000 to a staggering $600,000. His collection boasts prestigious names such as Vacheron Constantin, Patek Philippe, and the exclusive Sky Moon Tourbillon. Despite Switzerland's 2016 ban on exporting watches to North Korea, Kim Jong-un's passion for Swiss timepieces is unwavering. Resourceful as ever, he undoubtedly finds clever ways to get the watches he craves. Among his prized possessions are a glittering quartz gold Movado Museum watch and a classic gold IWC Portuguese, reflecting his deep appreciation for luxury. These luxurious timepieces are more than just accessories. They are symbols of his high status and extravagant lifestyle. His collection is rumored to be worth over $8 million. Remarkably, Kim Jong-un's obsession with fine watches isn't unique. His late father, Kim Jong-il, was equally renowned for his love of luxurious timepieces. Private jet and opulent trains. Kim Jong-un is in a league of his own, constantly surpassing his own extravagance. While the US president has Air Force One, Kim Jong-un flaunts his private jet, humorously named Air Force Yun. This jet is an Ilyushin Il-62, a stunning piece of Russian aviation engineering that is as lavish as it is historic. With its crystal ashtrays and plush leather seats, it cost about $1.5 million. Unlike a commercial aircraft that carries hundreds, Kim's jet transports only him and his closest aides, with upkeep and storage costing a small fortune. Kim Jong-un's private train, famously known as the Moving Fortress, is an impressive display of security and luxury. This high-tech train, made up of 21 carriages, is designed with reinforced walls, bulletproof windows, and heavily armored floors to protect against threats like bombs. It also carries a range of weapons and even a helicopter for emergency escapes. The train's design reflects the intense fears of Kim Jong-un and his family, who worry about potential threats from both outsiders and those within their circle. Despite its impressive security features, there is debate over whether this traditional form of transport genuinely ensures the ruler's safety or merely makes him a more obvious target. Few people outside Pyongyang's top military and elite circles have seen this secretive train up close. It travels at a relatively slow speed of 37 miles per hour, which is much slower than commuter trains in the US or high-speed trains in Japan. The heavy armor plating is likely a reason for its slow pace, adding significant weight to the train. Experts like Bruce Bennett speculate that while the train might have been built in Russia, it was probably customized in North Korea to fit Kim Jong-un's specific security and luxury needs. The train is rumored to house a variety of weapons, including personal firearms, automatic rifles, anti-tank weapons, and even handheld air defense missiles. Some carriages might have removable roofs to allow for mounted weapons. North Korean state media have released images that offer a glimpse inside the train. One carriage features plush pink leather seats for around 20 people, while another video shows Kim Jong-un working in a conference room surrounded by laptops. Reports suggest the train is guarded by a substantial security team of at least 100 personnel. Kim Jong-un's heightened sense of paranoia about his safety even extends to using body doubles, underlining the extreme lengths he goes to protect himself. Many top officials in North Korea are deeply unhappy with Kim Jong-un. Their anger stems from his harsh actions, like executing family members and friends without clear reasons, and his extravagant lifestyle. This discontent has led to rumors of plots against him, including assassination attempts and attacks within government buildings. Despite these risks, Kim Jong-un prefers to travel by train. This choice helps him project an image of power while appearing modest and practical. However, in reality, he enjoys a luxurious life, owning multiple mansions and using the train to reach various destinations. In 2020, satellite images showed his train parked at his private resort in Wonsan. The Kim family has long favored trains for travel. Kim Jong-un's father was known to fear flying, so he used trains almost exclusively. A 2009 South Korean news report revealed that North Korea built 20 train stations just for Kim Jong-il, all meticulously maintained for his comfort and security. These stations continue to serve Kim Jong-un in the same way. Kim Jong-un's train entourage consists of 3 trains, one to scout ahead, another for the leader, and a third for guards and supplies. Special arrangements are made to ensure a clear route, including shutting down power to other tracks and conducting rigorous security checks. Inside his train, Kim enjoys amenities like a flat-screen TV for entertainment. Recently, he used the train for a 20-hour journey to meet Vladimir Putin in Russia. The trip covered nearly 300 miles from North Korea to Vladivostok, and an interesting detail was the need to switch the train's wheels at the border to match the Russian tracks. Floating paradise. If you think you've seen opulence, prepare to be amazed by Kim Jong-un's extravagant princess yacht. In 2013, Kim Jong-un made a splash with his 95-foot luxury yacht, worth a staggering $7 million. This lavish vessel was his chosen transport for a 10-day inspection tour along North Korea's east coast, where he visited a fishery station. Kim and his top generals disembarked from this enormous yacht, a stunning 95 M1 My Princess, owned by the famed Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy Group, LVMH, the same elite conglomerate behind luxury brands like Louis Vuitton and Christian Dior. This British-built motor yacht boasts 3 spacious decks, including a full kitchen, a large salon, a gourmet dining area for 10, a private stateroom, and 4 luxurious bedrooms. It comfortably sleeps up to 8 guests, each bedroom with its own ensuite bathroom. NBA legend Dennis Rodman offered a rare peek inside Kim's yacht, describing it as a blend of a ferry and a Disney cruise ship. Satellite images from Kim Jong-un's Wonsan compound reveal an even bigger yacht docked there, stretching to about 100 feet. According to NK News, Kim Jong-un also enjoys an impressive collection of jet skis, a waterslide boat, and a 60-meter leisure boat. But the crown jewel of Kim Jong-un's extravagance is a colossal pool party barge, stretching 200 feet, a size comparable to an Olympic swimming pool. This floating paradise features spiraling water slides and a grand 2-story lounge. Forlani, a celebrated chef known for his work with Kim Jong-il, recounted an extraordinary experience involving a barge. According to Forlani, he had been instructed to prepare for a unique seaside cooking adventure. Initially skeptical, he was reassured with a smile and told not to worry. The next morning, a luxurious cabin cruiser arrived, complete with a stylish salon and an equipped kitchen, ready to transport the group like a private water taxi. The cruiser set off, and for about half an hour, the passengers enjoyed soothing Korean music while passing picturesque islands. The highlight of the journey was a semi-mobile floating amusement park, which could anchor at various locations each day. This impressive structure featured 2 water slides that plunged into a large swimming pool and a 2-story observation deck with breathtaking views. The scene was so remarkable that it seemed straight out of a Federico Fellini film. To manage the guests' awe, the guides occasionally had to physically redirect their attention. Further along the voyage, they reached a large ship, which housed a fully equipped kitchen with panoramic sea views. This was the setting where they were to enjoy their culinary tasks. Musical obsession. Kim Jong-un has a big love for music and dives into it with enthusiasm. He has a blast singing karaoke, rocking out to 80s hits, and soaking up the energy of K-pop concerts. His passion is so strong that he even put together a 13-piece band of female violinists. When he grabs a microphone, they play tunes all night long, making for an unforgettable experience. Kim especially loves the classics of The Doors and Jimi Hendrix, and his affection for music seems genuine. In 2014, he secretly imported 36 top-of-the-line pianos into North Korea, along with a lot of fancy recording equipment. Just one grand piano can cost over $170,000, so bringing in 36 of them totaled a jaw-dropping $6.1 million. That's a serious investment in his musical passion. In 2018, Kim Jong-un openly shared his admiration for K-pop. He was deeply moved by a 2-hour concert in Pyongyang, featuring South Korean stars like Red Velvet and Cho Young-pil. During the show, he and his wife clapped along with excitement and even posed for photos with the performers backstage. Extravagant evenings. After a grueling day filled with immense responsibilities and heavy leadership duties, you'd think Kim Jong-un would want to unwind and enjoy some quiet family time, right? Surprisingly, that's not the case. Instead, the ruler often dedicates his evenings to his entertainment. One of his favorite pastimes is spending time in his lavish private theater, where he enjoys movies and shows on a gigantic screen with top-notch sound quality. He frequently invites close friends, family members, and loyal officials to join him for these movie nights. Reports reveal that Kim Jong-un has a diverse taste in entertainment. He enjoys blockbuster Hollywood films, animated Disney movies, action-packed flicks featuring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and classic musicals like The Sound of Music and Les Miserables. He also keeps up with global news by watching foreign TV channels like CNN and the BBC. Interestingly, he even indulges in South Korean dramas and movies, which are strictly banned in North Korea. Kim's private theater is not just for fun. It's also a stage for showcasing his power and achievements. For instance, in August 2023, he hosted a grand banquet at his theater to mark North Korea's Navy Day. He invited hundreds of sailors and officers to watch a video of North Korea's latest nuclear missile test. The video featured a scale model of the missile, adorned with flowers and flags, launching amid cheers and applause from the guests. Kim Jong-un's extravagant parties are also noteworthy. Known for hosting opulent celebrations, he takes luxury to extraordinary heights. Dennis Rodman once described a party he attended, saying, "He's surrounded by 50 to 60 people, all just enjoying cocktails and laughter. The tequila is the finest you can get, and everything is top-notch." These lavish gatherings are filled with gourmet food, fine drinks, and plenty of entertainment. Adding to the extravagance is Kim Jong-un's so-called secret harem, though it's hardly a secret now. This harem consists of around 2,000 women and girls who are kept by the leader of North Korea. The women are there to entertain high-ranking officials of the Workers' Party of Korea, their families, and sometimes special guests. The leader, Kim Jong-un, has spent a jaw-dropping $3.8 million just on lingerie for these women in 2016 alone. Keeping the harems looking their absolute best is a top priority for him. He also insists that they undergo thorough medical exams to ensure they remain in top health. Lavish Nightcap. Kim Jong-un is known for ending his day with some of the finest wine available. He's rumored to spend a small fortune on rare and costly snake wine, which is believed to have traditional medicinal benefits in North Korea, enhancing one's vitality. Although local alcohol is cheap and easy to find, it clearly doesn't meet Kim Jong-un's high standards. Instead, he reportedly splurges about $30 million every year on importing top-shelf liquor for himself and his elite circle. There are even whispers that he's imported luxury sauna equipment to help him recover from his frequent hangovers. Remarkably, he imports more alcohol for his personal use than most people will ever consume in their entire lives. In 2019, for instance, Dutch authorities at the port of Rotterdam seized a staggering 990,000 bottles of Russian vodka, believed to be destined for Pyongyang. The shipment, which was intercepted by a vessel connected to the Chinese firm COSCO Shipping, was flagged after a tip from the Russian Foreign Ministry. Customs officials discovered around 3,000 cases of vodka on board. Despite the United Nations imposing a ban on luxury item exports to North Korea, the country has been trying to evade these sanctions. Although this particular shipment didn't make it to Pyongyang, likely, similar shipments frequently reach North Korea's shores. Crystal champagne is another favorite of the world's most notorious leaders, and Kim Jong-un is no exception. According to Kenji Fujimoto's interview with the Daily Mail, Kim's love for expensive drinks may be contributing to his growing waistline. Fujimoto revealed, "He drank a lot. His favorite was Cristal, usually about 2 bottles per sitting. Cristal, produced by the Louis Roederer estate, was first created in 1876 for Tsar Alexander II of Russia. Known for its exquisite balance and refined taste, Cristal is celebrated for its smooth texture and fruity aroma. However, its high price is what makes it truly remarkable. Bottles typically cost over $100, with larger formats fetching up to $1,000. Given its association with luxury and extravagance, it's no surprise that Kim Jong-un enjoys it so much. Kim Jong-un's father had a taste for the finer things in life, with a particular fondness for Hennessy, a famous French cognac known for its high price. Reports from his time in power reveal that North Korea spent about $1 million a year on Hennessy, with each bottle costing roughly $650 in the country. To give you an idea, that's more than most North Koreans earn in a whole year. Kim Jong-il was often seen sipping Hennessy at meetings and international events, and it's likely that his son, Kim Jong-un, has inherited this expensive taste. Remnants of Kim Jong-il's impressive Hennessy collection may be still hidden away somewhere. While we don't know exactly how much Hennessy Kim Jong-un drinks daily, the country's significant investment in importing it suggests they bring in thousands of bottles each year. Considering the size of his entourage and military staff, that's a staggering amount of cognac. When you're sitting on a mountain of billions, the last thing you're doing is wandering into a corner store and asking the cashier for cigarettes from behind the counter. This is exactly the case with Kim Jong-un, who indulges in French designer cigarettes, including famous brands like Marlboro and Dunhill, alongside upscale snacks meant for pairing with drinks. He prefers the Yves Saint Laurent cigarettes, which cost a staggering $44 per pack, and the sleek leather case to carry them costs $165. At night, Kim Jong-un is often seen engaging in discussions about the nation's affairs, giving the illusion of active leadership. While his trusted advisors and experts handle most of the real decision-making, these late-night sessions help him project an image of a leader deeply involved in the country's issues. This symbolic involvement allows Kim to maintain a facade of genuine concern for his nation, even though the heavy lifting of governance is largely handled by his advisors. Palace Extravaganza. It's quite normal for leaders to have several homes where they can stay at their leisure. Take former US President Donald Trump, for example. He had about 3 other residences in addition to the White House. But when you compare that to Kim Jong-un, Trump's properties seem modest. Kim Jong-un's collection of homes is truly extraordinary. Reports say he has access to 17 luxurious palaces reserved solely for him and his family. One of these is the Ryong-song residence, also known as the Central Luxury Mansion, which was built in 1983. This grand estate is Kim Jong-un's primary residence and where he lives with his wife, Ri Sol-ju. Located east of Pyongyang, this vast property is about the size of London's Heathrow Airport, covering 2,800 acres, with additional buildings making the total area around 3,200 acres. It's a fortress set within a dense forest, surrounded by high fences and thick walls. Access to this grand estate is tightly controlled. There are only 2 ways to enter: a special access point and a highway entrance about 800 meters away. Visitors are carefully screened at checkpoints along winding roads, protected by electric fences, walls, and ditches that are too steep for tanks. Security is top-notch, with armed guards patrolling the grounds. The elite High Guard, consisting of about 120,000 soldiers, ensures the safety of Kim Jong-un and his family. These soldiers, along with a special team of bodyguards, are always on high alert, ready to protect their leader at a moment's notice. To put this into perspective, the U.S. Secret Service, which protects the American president, has around 7,000 agents. But this is nothing compared to the massive and dedicated force surrounding Kim Jong-un. There's even a larger unit than the Secret Service and High Guard combined, and anyone can join, reflecting the extreme level of security at Kim's residence. This estate is practically a city on its own. It features impressive amenities like grand banquet halls and a huge swimming pool that's 15 meters wide and 50 meters long, complete with a thrilling giant water slide. There's also a well-kept running track, an athletic field, a luxurious spa, and a sauna. Not to mention, the estate includes 3 artificial lakes. Additionally, the complex has an underground shelter built to withstand nuclear attacks, with walls reinforced by iron rods and lead-covered concrete. There's also a network of underground tunnels connecting Kim's various properties, allowing him to move between them discreetly and securely. Then there is the Kangdong residence, a vast mansion nestled about 19 miles from Pyongyang and close to the South Pyongan province border, which serves as Kim Jong-un's summer retreat and secondary home. This sprawling estate is packed with luxury. Multiple grand houses, pristine swimming pools, private horse tracks, a dedicated railway line, and secure barracks. Between 2006 and 2011, the residence underwent impressive upgrades, including a new train station and an underground entrance, enhancing its opulence and security. Just like Kim's Ryong-song residence, the Kangdong residence features 3 expansive artificial lakes and even has a private train station. The estate includes numerous guest houses and a delightful garden, perfect for unwinding or hosting visitors. For entertainment, it offers bowling alleys, shooting ranges, and roller skating rinks. Horse enthusiasts can enjoy the stables and racing tracks. Along the East Coast, the Wonsan residence stands as Kim Jong-un's other extravagant estate. Said to surpass even the Ryong-song and Kangdong residences in splendor, the Wonsan residence sprawls across 10 acres of stunning beachfront. Built in the late 2000s, it boasts a collection of private villas, a large boat shed, and a sports stadium linked via satellite imagery. The grounds also feature a private harbor, a basketball court, and a theater, showcasing the immense luxury of the supreme leader's lifestyle. What do you think about Kim Jong-un's extravagant lifestyle? Let us know your opinion in the comments below.